My babes, royals, it's Aspen Cavalli, the hottest mommy, and I'm back with a bonus episode. It has been an entire year, and so much has happened. I'm still hot, still lit. Let's get into it. If you are new to this podcast, welcome. Hola. I am Aspen Cavalli, so I'm a full-time goddess, princess, webcam model, content creator, published glamour model, and a lot of times I'm naked. But what have I been up to for those of you that follow me and, follow my podcast and have been listening everywhere? I have listeners from everywhere now, so thank you for that. What have I been up to? I launched a YouTube channel. So I actually have two channels. The first one was Aspen Cavalli. That one, I just felt like a lot of eyes that shouldn't have been on it are watching. I mean, they've subscribed now. I put my all into that one, but I feel like I wasn't putting myself into it. So I created another channel, which is a spinoff, or as I like to say, continuation of the Aspen Cavalli Show, which is this one. And it's called the Aspen Cavalli Show. And it's on YouTube. So be sure to follow those two channels. But the main channel is definitely going to be the Aspen Cavalli Show. And it's just fun. It's girly. You can escape into girl world, my world. Even if you're a guy, it's good to see what girl world is about. So yeah, definitely check that out. It's been super fun. What else? So many new platforms that I've joined. My free cams, which check out my tip menus, my wish list. I've joined Kiki, which is a platform based out of London. It's just super fun. I'm on Playboy and I'm back on Pornhub. So I kind of say that that's my Instagram now because I do not have Instagram. I'm on FetLife, which is my Facebook. I'm still debating on thinking about getting back into Snapchat. It's just so wonky. I have a TikTok, but I have like 3 posts or 4 posts. I don't know. But I'm a Tumblr girl at heart. I'm on Twitter. I'm still calling it Twitter. I'm not calling it X. So I'm on Twitter, Tumblr, TikTok, FetLife, Pornhub, and my free cams. My free cams is actually pretty fun. I love it. I've been doing live shows on there, especially on Playboy as well. And it has been a journey. Some other ventures that I've been doing, I'm studying for my LSAT, so I'm going to be a little lawyer Barbie. I plan to get a 177 on that test. That has been fun. I'm back hitting the books, which has been great. I feel like I'm in Legally Blonde, the sequel. I'm getting back into acting because I'm so serious. I plan on being casted in season 3 of Euphoria. I have been shouting out HBO and mentioning them on Twitter. Like, I'm getting in that show, especially with like the cast members dropping out. I'm like, you need some fill-ins. Like, you need me. And also I'm penning a novel, which is super fun. I have so many, creative ideas in my head. And I'm like, I finally have to get them on paper because I no longer have writer's block, which is amazing. It's a blessing not to have that because I literally could not, for the life of me, write anything. Since I've been away, I have been doing a lot regarding my mental health. I was in therapy for a few months and I had to leave just because of work obligations and things like that. And I honestly felt like it was being repetitive, but it helped a lot. And I feel like I want to talk about that because there's a lot of stigma around performers and people in the adult industry, and it can take a toll on your mental health. I recently, how can I put it? When you're in this industry, whether you're webcamming, whether you're dancing, whether you're in films, whether you pose nude, whether you're on sites, it doesn't matter. We're still in the line of adult entertainment. A lot of people are not open to that. And that's including friends, that's including family. And it kind of opened my eyes because I'm so open with it. And I'm thinking, we're all adults. And you would be so shocked at the many people who consume this content and who are still like, oh no, they're shameful of it or they shame it. And it's like, but it's $1 billion business. So people aren't that shameful of it because it wouldn't make almost $1 trillion? I think it's about to be $1 trillion business now. And you realize I've noticed how isolating it can be because you can't have those conversations with people. And the people that you think are supportive, they're not. And that's how I felt. I felt like, finally I can share with people. And I'm like, behind your back, they're judging you. I know a lot of people I've had to like not tell things to or keep tight-lipped. And I'm learning that because people are not open to that. And I don't expect them to be like, oh, hey, I got an OnlyFans. But it's just like you get to a point where you're like, we're all adults. My thing is, people, they talk shit about people with OnlyFans and sites and webcam models when they watch certain scenes on TV shows. How is that any different when you're seeing two people naked on a TV show or a sex scene in the bedroom or things like that? How is that different from the adult entertainment industry? It's okay for actors and actresses to be naked on TV because, it's TV, it's Hollywood. But oh no, don't you dare try to profit on a clip site or on a cam site or in a film or be a dancer. That's just wrong. How is that any different? And it goes back to mental health where it can be isolating or, I know sometimes I'm just like, I feel like I have no one to talk to it about. But at the same time, I do talk to other like performers and people who get it. I made a comment and I'm on a site, Sex Panther, which I love. Shout out to Sex Panther. And I said, oh my gosh, it's a lot of like younger attractive looking guys, and they can like get, they can get girls. I'm like, what are they doing on here? And I made that comment to a family member, and the response I got was not what I expected. It was almost as if like, I'm like, what? I'm never telling you anything again. And I've learned to not share. I know I share it with some guys because some of them try to talk to me and whatnot. I haven't vanilla dated in years. So I'm like, you can follow my OnlyFans because that's the only way. I'm not going to be texting and talking to you for free. And, I don't say it like I'm like poaching, like, oh my gosh. It's just like, this is what I do. I don't have time to go out with you. I already know you're not about shit. I don't want to like text you all day because I have to keep my phone open for clients where they're texting me and calling me and people that pay. This is a business. And, the response I got was, oh, you poach people. Yeah, I'm like, I'm not poaching. I'm just letting them know, like, I can't. And it kind of made me step back and realize, like, it's time to really draw back on what I say to people. And friends and family and things like that. You see a lot of true colors. Like if you ever join the adult industry, if you ever join anyway, whatever you do, you will start to see a person's true colors. Like family members you were once close with, they're like, oh, I don't want to be affiliated with you. I'm like, what? Fuck you. I don't care. And this is the thing. You have to have thick skin. exfoliated skin, but you have to have thick skin. And you have to realize that when you do join this industry, you're going to lose people. You're not going to be as close to people because everyone has an opinion. I've had people tell me, you don't have to do that. Yeah, but I want to do that because what I was doing before, I wasn't happy. I wasn't making money. I didn't have the freedom and flexibility. If you're happy doing what you're doing, why is what I'm doing bothering you? You know? And a lot of people, they're like, well, you show your face, you're not scared. I'm like, I have no shame. You can't shame a person who's shameless, which is one of my favorite shows that I have to finish watching. But yeah, my thing is when you've been broke, when you can't pay for things, when you don't have the freedom or flexibility to do things, and you finally, make a way and say, hey, I got this. I'm going to profit off of this. Then now it's a problem. I've realized that a lot of people would rather you go on shitty dates and kiss a bunch of frogs, instead of having a bunch of Prince Charmings or Dark Knights or what have you. Just give you money. Like, I literally logged on and got a tip for just being high. And I'm like, these strange guys have treated me better than some of the guys I knew. But yet you guys want me to go the traditional route and deal with all of this. Like, I've never really liked the whole trial and error of the dating scene. I feel like you should be gifted. You should be treated like a princess, a goddess. Like, why do I have to go through the motions? So I just feel like joining this industry, I've skipped all of that. Because I've been on that other side. And I'm like, I don't want to be on that side of the motions. I want to be gifted. I want to be treated well. I want to be, lavished. I feel like I don't want anyone taking up my time and my energy texting me all day when I could get paid for this. And a lot of people don't understand, especially when I get flack from women. They're like, I couldn't do that. I'm like, but you're doing it for free anyway. You're sexting this guy. You're sending nudes for free. Girls talk about girls with OnlyFans, but I'm like, you're out here, you're walking around half naked, which if that's your choice, that's what you do. I'm not judging. But at the same time, I was somewhere and I seen this girl and she had her, basically her whole nipples out in a see-through bra. And I'm just like, okay, but how is that any different from someone posting that on a clip site and getting paid from it? I realize when we throw money into the mix, now you're a bad person because you want to profit. I'm a bad person because I want to profit off of these guys who think I'm hot and they want to pay for me. Instead of entertaining, some jerk at a bar who's all, whatever. And I'm going home, with nothing? Or going home crying because I'm just like, I'm not doing that. I'm going to take the smart route. And I hear this a lot, oh, no guys want to marry you. Nobody's going to want to marry. Please. Men love hoes. Men are hoes. And that's what people fail to realize. And being one is not a bad thing. The amount of proposals I've gotten is hilarious. So when people say that, I'm like, sweetie, one thing you can't do is make a dead bedroom, turn a dead bedroom into something lively. And you can't turn a prude into a sex kit. You just can't. If they want to be a prude, they want to be a prude. That's it. So, yeah. I'm like, a hoe will get married faster than anyone. And really, what makes a hoe a hoe? Because I realized that the minute you throw in money, now you're a hoe. Now you're a prostitute. And I'm thinking, well, it's kind of like the same thing as going to work. You're giving up your body, your time, your labor for a job, but because it's the job that doesn't fit the mold or it's not cookie cutter, you think it's so bad. I know doctors and lawyers and things like that who have stripped their way through college, escorted, webcam, etc., been in films. I'm like, do you know how they got themselves through school? Because I think when people make these statements, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They just judge. But I do feel like that has a toll on mental health because it is isolating. And I realize that I have to dial back on a lot that I say. I tried to talk to, and now in this journey that I've been through, I really don't have that many friends or family that I can talk to. And I like it that way. Like I always say, you find your vibe, find your tribe. But I realized that a lot of people, and I wouldn't change this for the world. I always knew I would kind of end up in this industry because I was always so fascinated with it and the money and the glam and all. I love it. It has opened so many doors for me. And I'm like, wow, it helped me branch off to make a podcast and a YouTube channel, 2 of them. I'm launching many businesses. I had a business before, but I had to close it in the pandemic. It was a salon suite, and 2 of them actually. So I'm just like, now I have this freedom and flexibility while I'm camming and all of my creative juices are flowing. I'm like, wait, I can open up this business, that business. I can do it right this time. I don't know. I feel like I'm my more hottest, more confident version of myself than I've ever been. And this is for all of the adult entertainers, anyone in the entertainment industry, or just anyone, period. It is great to take a step back and work on your mental health and realize that it's okay not to share with people. But back to my adult entertainers, it definitely can be isolating, but don't isolate yourself. Be happy, get healed, and start new ventures. That business idea, get it out there. That podcast started, that YouTube channel, someone wants to hear your voice, and people care about you, and you matter. And I had to really remind myself that, like, I'm worthy. Because a lot of people will tell you you're not. A lot of people will make you feel like you're not. A lot of people will, act like you're just the scum of the earth because you're in the adult entertainment industry. But I'm here to tell you that we matter. Yeah. And I love you guys. I love this business. It can be up and down. Sometimes I get burnt out, as we all do with any job. But yeah. Well, guys, thank you for tuning in to this bonus episode. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. See all of my links where you can talk with me, chat with me, video with me, and much more. Also, be sure to follow my YouTube channel, The Aspen Cavalli Show, as well as my other channel, Aspen Cavalli. Okay, ciao.